so I'm definitely excited to see him make some waves. And everybody knows Lucky, the Piranha plant, one of the best, definitely making waves in the Midwest. So. Dumpty ass. Okay.
For sure.
Just,
just starting off with that, you know, he's got a big pot on the back, you know, that's all we're saying. But yeah, Lucky getting all the way to I think he got top 2 in doubles, so
yeah,
really, really impressive
showing.
showing.
The reset.
Yeah.
But ended up losing to Sen Mudace, which, you know, that's a crazy team. I don't blame him for that, but definitely made a really good showing. And excited to see what he can do here in singles. Definitely these ledge traps are what he's known for. Plan's really good at that. And actually able to get the Gimp with the drop down there.
Yeah, I really like the trade. Using that just as like, all right, I know that I'm going to be able to still get a hitbox on you regardless of how big that Shoryuken is above you. So really nice usage and knowledge of that matchup. It seems like Lucky already just coming out hot, getting a nice little lead here.
Yeah, I really like this use of Patui that we're seeing. It's a great move for Plant, one of his best, and just kind of not committing to it, adding that pressure for Sytonix and making him have to think about it. Sytonix does have a little matchup experience playing against Warbles up in Northeast Ohio, going to the same local, but not to the same caliber as Lucky, and we're seeing that here with this lead that Lucky's had.
Yeah, Lucky been doing a really good job of just finding his way in and using like super ambiguous movement, because Piranha Plant, it's like kind of hard to, oh, good SEI out there. Piranha Plant is like sort of hard to predict where they're going, especially when they can use that, you know, use that Patui, use a little bit of like ambiguous movement with the up tilt and stuff like that. It seems like that's how he's just been getting in really nice spacing on these forward airs and not being overcommittal.
Yeah, but Sytonix going to be able to find that back air at center stage to take Lucky's first stock. Has 100% on him and about to take a little bit more if he sits in that side B for a little too long. But again, Lucky just spacing really well, finding that back air at center stage as well, using that Patui to force the jump, but getting in a ledge trap situation reverse here. Going to see that back throw off stage. Ooh, almost gets hit with the down B there. Definitely a very scary move, and you're not able to actually punish him for it. It is pretty laggy if he whiffs it, though, so you have to be pretty careful about that.
Yeah, the long step attack off stage is a lot of the places where Piranha Plants make huge advantage of it, because it's just a really strong move, huge range, and can cover so much, but like you said, huge downside with if you end up shielding it, if you end up being close to them, you can punish them very heavily, but this time, off stage, really good usage, still finding the final kill with Patui, and just needs one more to close out this game, and it looks like it's just a very clinical performance right now from Lucky.
Yeah, it seems like it's really hard for Sytonix to get in. Lucky doing a really good job of spacing in an area where Sytonix isn't able to get those combos that we see a lot. Sytonix loves his down tilt to get things started, but Lucky's just not giving him the chance.
Oh, and a little bit of a whiff there on Lucky. You know, tried to use that long stem attack, but blocked by that pineapple of the PS2, so unfortunate for Lucky, but might be a big starter for Sytonix. No, isn't going to get anything more than a couple aerials. Still looking for a big hit to clear this out, Jigbugs.
Do have to be very careful here. Ken with a lot of rage, especially at the ledge. This can be very scary. Maybe even like an F tilt could take this stock. Sytonix being super patient, getting that down smash. That was down smash, right?
Yeah, that was down
Okay.
smash. Yep, you're totally right, and that is a shield break. That's one way to get a kill.
I mean, yeah. And especially at the ledge there, just watching him fall to his death. But yeah, that Patui gonna take Sytonix out of this first game. Lucky going up 1-0.
Yeah, I really like how Sytonix approached the ledge trap there. A lot of people will be a little too aggressive on the Piranha Plant and end up getting caught with a Patui or a long stem off the ledge. And Sytonix was just like, all right, you know what? I'm going to choose my opening very carefully. And did manage to get that kill, but was down so much it didn't quite matter. But we might see a little bit more of that in this following game, where it seems like Sytonix is the one who's on the back foot matchup-wise. I know you said there was some Warbles experience, but I don't know. Lucky is doing a lot of stuff that I haven't seen any other Piranha Plant do.
Yeah, choosing to go back to PS2, not a terrible pick, I don't think. I think we would want a smaller stage just because it seems like Lucky's doing a really good job of just creating this space where it's hard for Ken to get in. But using that side B is going to be really good too, but it is very punishable if it whiffs on Lucky's shield, so do have to be very careful of that. Lucky overextending a little bit too much off stage, but not going to get a huge punish for it. Able to use that uppy to avoid getting spiked in this situation, but how's he going to get off this ledge?
Oh, another almost shield break. Smart, dropping the shield there for Lucky, knowing that was the exact same setup from the previous time. Lucky has learned a little bit, isn't going to get cheesed quite so easily this time.
All right, going to see a back throw off stage. Yeah, with that recovery that Piranha Plant has, it's going to be very easy to go for these low recoveries, and that's going to be a lot harder for Sytonix to cover most of the time. If you're able to catch like a jump with the back air or something, it can be a problem. But yeah, Lucky's not really going to have any problems getting back.
a little bit of a bait out there using the crouch, but Sytonix is the one that finds the first stock, getting a little bit aggressive out of the corner, surprisingly so for Lucky, and was able to take that, and is now the one in control with Lucky in the corner, slowly giving up space, but okay, a little aggressive on the side B, but isn't able to get any punish out of it.
Yeah, I do like the use of the neutral B from Ken. I think if we saw more of that, that could be beneficial. Just continuing to play this long-range game, remembering that he also has a projectile, but yeah, that drop down Nair going to be really good, and Lucky going to be able to use that down B to take that stock.
Yeah, the long stem attack is super good at, like, if you have a bunch of time to set up, and that's exactly what that Nair put him in position to do. So we're probably going to see more of that, but at the same time, Sytonix is going to try to recover the ledge quickly so he doesn't have all of that opportunity to do something like just charge up that whole down B.
Yeah, for sure. And it seems like it's very hard. Ooh, okay, great SCI on that pretty consistently from Lucky, but it seems like it's very hard for Sytonix to commit to going high just because Patui covers such a good angle that he's going low pretty consistently. And again, Lucky just really consistent about hitting those drop zone nairs.
Oh, another fallout of the Shoryu. I'm wondering if Sytonix is going to start mixing up whether he uses medium or heavy for the Shoryu, because it's a little bit easier to smash the guy out of the heavy one, so medium might be the thing to go for. But also he could go opt for a side switch. A lot of times what they'll do is if they see you smash the guy super hard, Kens can just side switch which direction they use the up B on, and the Shoryu will kill a lot earlier if you're smashing the guy in the wrong direction, and you won't fall out at all.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, sitting at 162 here. Usually don't see people live that long versus Ken, but gonna die there to an up tilt. Yeah. And we got an even game.
Yeah, this game has certainly turned around a lot from the first one. In this position, like last time, it was just all Lucky, but now Sytonix is the one with the pressure in the corner, really taking advantage of the speed of Piranha Plant, utilizing his own, but at the same time, you know, answering back a bit. Oh, here's a big setup right now. Almost gets the forward smash, but unfortunately whiffs it, and now Lucky once again getting some combos going here, Jake Bugs.
Oh yeah, that focus definitely paying off for Sytonix there. That could have been a little bit more scary, but if Lucky's able to get a read on when Sytonix is using a lot of this focus to land, it could be a big problem for him. Right, yeah. Especially with like up smash, that's terrifying to land on top of land.
Because it does have 2 hits. Exactly, really good point there.
Right, yeah, forcing the jump, but able to use the side B to get back to the ledge.
Oh, good roll out there. Isn't going to be punished. Luckily for Sytonix. Lucky. Oh, on Shoryuken does not connect. This is the 3rd one this game, but that one will not quite do it still. A back air, another kill stream. This time, Sytonix taking the game. He's a little lucky on that one because...
Yeah, for sure.
fell out a lot of times. Wow.
Yeah, definitely fell out a few times, but also was able to stay composed when you know, you're facing up against Plant, who Lucky's shown pretty consistently that he is able to take those stocks and has been living to pretty high percent, which is not something that you really expect. So I really love his movement that he's using and being able to avoid a lot of these heavy damage combos that we typically see from Ken.
Yeah, I've been using that dumpy to survive for a long time. It weighs you down a little bit, you know.
Yeah, we don't know what the pot's made out of.
That's
it
true.
Could be a metal that's painted or something.
Could be made out of ass.
True.
All right, into this next stock here, this next game. Seems like Lucky has really, has really just not been using it quite as much of the matchup check as I think the first game was. And now, okay, this is a possibility for a big combo, but unfortunately drops it after just the down air. I think that Sytonix is just really just calibrated his punish game so much better. And yep, there we go. Caught the DI mix up on that one, and that one you cannot fall out of.
Yeah, definitely caught the jump out of that combo. Definitely want to panic in the corner there. Don't want to get shield broke like we saw game 1. But yeah, Sytonix ready for that mix up, able to catch with the back air instead. Lots of pressure here. Already has Lucky up to 53%. This could be scary. Okay, but missing the dunk on him there. Choosing to side B back to the ledge, but Lucky not able to get back on stage in time to get the punish.
I think Lucky is just really advantaged in the offstage battles, and I think that Sytonix is like super aware of that and is opted to just try to be on stage as much as humanly possible, because once you're off stage, once Lucky gets anything like that, it's just so hard to deal with. And Lucky, I think, is aware of that too, and has been trying to not fight Sytonix on stage, but Sytonix is just backing up. He's like, all right, take all this space. You have to come to me to fight me. I'm ahead of you right now.
I don't know what happened to Sytonix in the player cam. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I really like the pressure that we're seeing from Lucky when he's trying to recover onto stage. We've seen a lot of side B and a lot of the Patui, which makes it harder for Sytonix to like camp the ledge here and get ready for these ledge traps. Okay, using that Nair, not ready to parry all of the hits though, but still really good DI on these Shoryukens.
Yeah, I think that's one of the mix-ups that Lucky's been going for. He's been opting between fair, bair, and neutral air, so the parry timing for Sytonix is mixed up a lot. And I think that Sytonix has been really, really good at parrying early in Game 2 and in Game 3, so now that Lucky has noticed that, he's been mixing it up, but the up smash is going to catch that dash attack. Sytonix catching some over-aggression by Lucky right now.
Yeah, I loved how he just kind of backed up, was playing super patient, and waiting for Lucky to try to get back to center stage. Really good stuff there from Sytonix. Okay, lots of pressure here from this down tilt, no surprise there.
Yeah, really good corner pressure here. I'm surprised Lucky is just really fighting super hard out of the corner as opposed to like trying to slowly take space. And I think that's messing him up a little bit. But now, okay, we're back 50% on the last stock. Certainly doable for Lucky, but now it's very much the driver's seat for Sytonix.
Ooh, accidentally running into that Patui, running into another one, already at 27%. Lucky racking up damage so quickly now, almost at the same percent as Lucky. How are we going to do the sledge trap? Using the Fatui, catches the roll up with the dash attack. Okay, but just choosing to recover straight to the platform there, not trying to deal with the sledge trap that Lucky has set up.
Yeah, really good usage of the jump to get the high Tatsu, because it just really makes it a lot harder for Lucky to cover both when he's sitting back. But nice roundhouse kick is going to do it, and Sytonix up 2-1 on Lucky, one game away from advancing in the bracket. This is their first best-of-5 set that they get to play in tournament. Up until now, it's all been best-of-3 for the round 1 pools, but this is round 2 now. And I know you guys have been watching all day. For these players, this is their first one.
Oh, yeah. Big fan of Lucky's shirt, by the way.
Oh, yes. Let's go. Shout out to Kiki's. Shout out to Ghibli Films.
For sure. And honestly, all of these games have been pretty back and forth. The only one that seemed like it was heavily favored was when Lucky took game 1. But I feel like both of these past 2 games have been like, who's to say who's going to win until the last second. So definitely could see us going to a game 5.
Yeah, and no experimentation on stage picks. We're sticking to PS2, likely for the entirety of the set. I mean, just no reason. A lot of times people will be like, okay, I know what I did wrong. I want no other new variables. I just want to make sure I'm playing on the stage and I know exactly what's happening. But right now, what's happening is Sytonix is putting Lucky in an absolute blender.
Yeah, that's something that's super important against Ken, is staying composed, because as soon as he's got you frazzled, those panic situations, Sytonix eats that up.
Yeah, and once again, the shield pressure is just so wild, and look at that shield DI. Lucky getting back away from it, but still, it doesn't matter when the Shoryuken is here and it's ready for you.
Right, it seems like Sytonix is struggling to get down. Good use of Patui to keep him trapped on the platform, so it manages to make it back to center stage. Good parry on that, some extra damage that he's avoiding.
Yeah, up tilt, up air, just the classic. That's what he'd been using a lot of in the first game. That was working out really well for Lucky. Just a lot of up tilts, a lot of positional play, but right now it's just Sytonix is ready for all of it. He is not stopping, and he's gonna somehow getting a reverse down tilt there. Not what he's been looking for, but most of the time. Oh, big setup, not gonna connect.
All right, this is scary. Gonna manage to have great DI on that, DIing up into the corner, but still just really struggling to get off this ledge. Great use of falling Nair there to kind of catch Sytonix off guard, but just ready with that up smash to take the stock. And now Sytonix up 3-1 in stock count. Yeah,
this is really difficult for Lucky to come back in, especially just because of how much Sytonix has been catching all of his defensive habits now. I mean, just every single time Lucky like tries to go for a roll, tries to go for something crazy out of the corner, Sytonix has been ready for it. And I like that cancel out. Just completely unnecessary, but it's still sick. Oh, misses the reverse. The RAR on the back air doesn't get the killing blow, but still, I mean, just raw Shoryu. All you need, 154% 3 stock here for Sytonix.